All right, my boy, welcome back.
Yes, sir.
What are we doing with this thing?
I want to take it from the gentleman's slick back look to more of a crop, messy mohawk.
Okay, so messy, so we're gonna take at least more than half of this off?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, sir, Ski. That's a lot of hair. Man, how long you been growing this though?
Trimmed it up every once in a while, but it's pretty much stayed this length ever since I cut it from the super long length about a year ago.
About a year ago? All right, what's making you go to this new look, bro?
I just want to switch it up. I've had my hair slicked back now for probably about 6 years. Kind of want to just switch it up.
All right, say less, man. Let's get it. I'm gonna go ahead and just drive right in it and try to find the hair pattern. I'm gonna saturate the hair with the water as I find the crown. You want the back shortened as well?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Throughout this haircut though, I'm gonna be implementing some steps from the DFS formula. Not gonna give away all the sauce, but definitely some tips that could definitely help you out whenever cutting longer hair. Guys, see he has a pretty simple, crown area. It lets me know exactly which way the hair wants to go. Create my guideline towards the parietal. Just want to separate the section of hair because at the end of the day, he still wants this to connect to the sides. He has a calic that it wants to come this way, so I'm not gonna make it go that way. All right, so I'm gonna make it go exactly where it wants to go and then clip the hair when the hair stops forcing itself that way. One thing I had to get used to was saturating the hair. I know early on in my career, I was scared to wet the client's hair too much, but when it comes to these type of cuts, you wanna make sure the hair is nice and wet so you're getting the correct cut and the correct angles of your cuts. As you guys can see, he has the shape in. I've been cutting his hair for some time now. So he has the shape in that we already need. I'm just gonna refine it a lot more because he's going so much shorter up top. We used to pull out from the parietal towards the chest, all right, to create the length needed in order for all this to stay connected like it is. But because he's going shorter up top, now I'm gonna go from pulling out towards my chest to actually being fingers right on the head, creating my guideline at his parietal and then dropping it towards the back to create that mohawk look, okay? Again, one thing I had to learn throughout the years was don't so much pull with your fingers, allow the comb to do all the pulling and your finger does the placing. So that's right on his parietal, and I'm gonna set my initial guideline right there, all the way through, and I'm gonna continue that guideline at a like half moon type of shape to create the mohawk. As you can see, I'm grabbing some of the hair already cut with some of the hair that I need to cut. Hair that I cut, hair that I need to cut. Now, could I did a whole lot of sectioning, to do this haircut? Yes, I could have, all right, but I'm choosing the most simplistic way because I'm recording this cut right now on a Friday, all right, at a 4 o'clock time slot because this is my boy. I always told him when he was ready to cut, let me know because I wanted to record it. We wanted to squeeze it in where it can because I'm actually going out of town this weekend. Typically, I wouldn't take shop time to record a haircut, but we're gonna get it done today. So guys, you can see the difference from my hand being on his scalp to being pulled away when we initially did this. So now whenever I go in with my 3-guard, because that's what my fingers are when I bring it to the head, all right, you gotta figure that out for yourself, all right? In the comment section below, drop what's your length. When you do this to the scalp area, what guard goes right into it with no problem. Same thing I did on this side, I'm gonna do to the other side real quick because I like to do my shear work first and I'm gonna go right into the fading afterwards. Keeping in mind, don't want my client being uncomfortable, so make sure, dap him up real quick, make sure he all right. I'm gonna leave this part right here this way. Although it wants to come, I don't wanna use that in my guideline because at the end of the haircut, that hair would just be sticking to the side. This is more of the natural hair that should be there, not that calic area. All right, so same thing on this side. All right, same thing we did to the other side, we did it this side. What I'm gonna do is now, I'm just gonna continue my guideline going this way because at the end of the day, I gotta set a base guideline here to match it here. And I'll pull my sections vertically this way. So I'm gonna set my guideline here. I know he still wants it kind of longer in the back. And I'm gonna stop right here because if you remember correctly, this is where my guideline dropped for the mohawk. So if I was to keep this vertically all the way around here, I would have naturally just pulled out a little bit more here because I know he wants the hair longer here. You're gonna see how this all connects here in a few seconds. What was that? It's connected. I know he likes the length right here already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a vertical section from right in here. As you can see, I'm sectioning the hair. You're gonna see exactly where I have my guideline at. If you see this angle, I'm not gonna grab all the way up there, but you can see where the angle of my guideline is. My guideline is there that I said earlier, and now I will chop all that hair off. All right. Keeping some of the hair that I already cut with the hair that I need to cut. That'll do it, ladies and gents. So all I need to do is grab 1, 2 more sections, and now the whole back is already done. Because of the simplicity of putting that guideline complements to the DFS formula. And as you can see, that's where I cut. This is what I need to cut. And as you guys see, man, this thing just flowing right together. Once I get done with this, most of my scissor work's already done in 3 sections. If you were to take this angle of it, right, and to see the connectivity of it, you see it's throughout. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, guys, I'm just gonna clean off my base, knowing that my 3 goes right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean this up right here real quick. I'm not gonna dig into this. I'm coming right off the shape of his head. As you can see, my 3 goes right into that. No crazy flick, just coming off the shape of his head. So if you cut the hair right, this really doesn't have to be no crazy flick out motion, nothing like that. All right, let your clippers do the work. All right, so all the way open, I'm gonna close that bad boy up. And you can already see he almost has a shadow Mohawk already. I'm gonna come in with my baby, this Low Pro FXs with the DLC 2.0 blade. All right, starting in the middle of the C cut. Gonna go right behind the ear. He doesn't want an aggressive Mohawk. Typically Mohawks will go straight here, down to the point. He doesn't want that. We typically stop right behind the middle of the ear. So I'm gonna start there. Half moon it. So we kind of named this cut. What's the name of this cut, man?
Man-Hawk.
The Man-Hawk. My dog ain't got no mullet. All right, he ain't got no Mohawk. He got the Man-Hawk. All right, put some respect on it. It gives you that flexibility to still give it a nice, sharp point. For him, he doesn't get a too crazy, exaggerated point, but enough. And then for me, I always ask in my videos, I'll do the shaver right away. I know some barbers that actually do their shavers last. At the very end of the haircut, for me, I like to go ahead and knock it out right now. So I'm gonna come right in, right after my first guideline with my baby, this single foil UV shaver. Clean it up, and as you guys can see, I kind of left a little real estate. I don't take my shaver all the way up to my guideline. I like to go ahead and just leave a little bit of room, and actually that's like basically the start of my blend. All right, so I come in right underneath that with my trimmer, and I take that little hint out. So therefore it prevents me from having another harsh ball line to get out. Line up the back of his beard. I know he's keeping his beard. I know he might trim it, not sure, but I'll wait to the end to do that whenever I get to it. But I like to be as efficient as possible. Like I told you guys in the beginning, this is a Friday, 4 o'clock. My baby is Low Pro, all the way open. Set my guideline, following my initial guideline. It's like a half moon. All right, making my guideline about fingers length. You want to make sure you make your guidelines wide enough. Early on, I used to have very compressed fades. How I broke out of that was like, I just thought about having your fingers width of a guideline. All right, since I got my trim in my hand, I'm all the way open. I'm gonna go ahead and start the blend into the beard because I know that's the start of the blend to the beard. All right, I'm gonna go ahead right away and take my initial guideline out. All right, so dropping my liver down to the half.
It's not gonna be like super low, but it's like
now, as you notice right here, my client has an indentation right here. If I was just to go over my clipper just like this, it will miss all that here. So I have to position my clipper in a way that it could get inside the indentation of his hair, all right? So you have to use my corner here in order to get that. Just be mindful, some of the indentations of your clients that they may have in their head, all right? And you have to just accommodate them with your trimmer. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and drop that bad boy all the way close. Listen, man, it's a vibe at the shop, man. I don't know how people operate outside of this, but Caleb can attest to it, man. We keep it loose, we keep it fun, we keep it, we make it welcoming for women, to feel comfortable enough to be here, without their significant other. That's something we take pride in because, we want to be welcome to anybody and welcome everybody. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fade down, all right? So last guard I had up there was the 3, so now I'm gonna come with my 2 all the way open, all right? That's Crab Blends in the building. All right, all the way close. Just walking in? All right, somebody be right with you. Let's see what our next opening is. After I have the 2 guard all the way closed. All right, next up, 1.5. All my half guard, my 0.5 guards, I like to use halfway. All right, I may have to use some lever plate depending, but typically about halfway blends right into it for me. How was your day today for a Friday?
Oh, not a bad little Friday. Made some money. It's always a good day when you can put a little extra cheddar in the bank account.
I know that's right. So listen, man, we're gonna put this on our YouTube channel, man. I always want to support our clients, man. So go ahead and shout out what do you do for a living? Shout out your company name, how they can find you.
I'm a plumber. I am the home service manager at Alpine Plumbing here in Tampa, Florida. We do residential home service. So if anybody in the Tampa area needs help with any plumbing needs, go ahead and give us a holler at 727-453-8344.
Hey, you heard it, man. You need the toilet worked on, you need your sink worked on, man. It's your guy, all right? Appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, me and Caleb been rocking out, man. It's been dope as hell to see. Caleb used to work for somebody else, and now Caleb has his own business now, so it's pretty dope, man. president of BNI group.
Yep.
Out here in Tampa Bay as well. You know what I mean? So, and if you don't mind telling people, how old are you?
27.
27 years old, bro. Dude, we've been rocking out since you was 21, no?
Yeah, since I was 21.
So yeah, man, it's been dope, man. That's what I tell people all the time, man. Don't build clientele, build relationships. All right, coming in with my one guard, all the way open. Tap this fade in all the way. And this fade's coming together, man. All the way close. And then you may have to lever play it. Like I said, he has indentations right here, so you got to get into those hard to reach areas so you don't have dark spots. And then again, guys, I'm just running through my steps first, and then I'll do all my refinement at the end. All right, so don't kill me right now. All right, half guard, again, halfway. Whenever I see my client touch his face, they give me a sign. Here. Halfway, 0.5 guard. Boy, you throwing some throwbacks, boy. Like I said, you may have to lever play it a little bit. Quick reminder I can give you guys is that whenever you're doing some cutting, man, let the mirror be your friend, all right? Our eyes can get so autofocused on our clientele that sometimes we either A, need to step back, or B, look at it from a different angle. And as you can see, I see more little dark areas I can attack, but being right on it, I would have not seen it, all right? So here's a little tip. All right, same thing I did to this side, go to the other side. All right, same thing I did to the other side, do to this side, start with the 3. I'm just gonna run through it, guys. Less talking, more action. All right, 3 all the way open.
All right, guys, I want to let y'all know, if you do not know about Pie Accounting, make sure you go to pieaccounting.com and go on there. You'll be able to get financial services. And they're literally a financial advisor and accounting firm for barbers.
Hold on. Don't tell them everything, bro. Listen, go to pieaccounting.com, schedule a consultation call, and one of our accountants definitely gonna talk to you, let you know all the amazing things that Pie Accounting has for you. You know, we're helping barbers make this a real career, a real profession, benefits, buy your first crib, all that, man.
I was able to buy my second property, but my first property in Florida. So
yeah, we're barbers, we're not CPAs, as you can tell the way we fumbling all over this, but go check out pieaccounting.com.
Let's go.
Hey guys, one way to stay organized and be efficient when it comes to cutting is have different color guards, all right? I know a lot of us buy the guards said that they all have the same color. One way to just be a little bit more efficient is just have different color. Like my 1 is red, my 2 is purple, my 3 is blue. So when I'm going to look for it at my station or have it, I know exactly what I'm looking for, and it's color coded. It's even better for you guys whenever I'm educating that you guys can follow along. I know you guys are probably wondering why I'm cutting at this angle right here rather than this angle right here. It's because the way his hair grows, it grows straight down. It doesn't grow at an angle, whereas here it goes straight up and down here. But when I get to this point, right, all the hair goes straight down. So if I was to cut it, I would basically be pushing this here and not getting the desired cut that I'm looking when it comes to my blend. So if I want to get the same type of fade, all right, I have to go in the opposite direction of the hair. All right, guys, got the fade done. I'm gonna do real quick is, we're gonna leave this kind of flared out. I'm gonna take some feather razor at the very end, knock that out, but I am gonna point the sides coming to this point. He doesn't want an aggressive point, all right? He just wants this to be point-ish. Again, at the end of the day, give your client what they want, all right? Now let's connect the top to the sides, and this cut's almost done. Because we set our guideline on our parietal, okay, we're just gonna go right down the middle of his hair. So guys, as you can see, you see how his hair overhangs? All right, because again, when we used to cut his hair before, we used to pull the hair out to the chest. For this one, we're gonna pull our fingers to the parietal, all right, where we set our guideline originally, all right, and that's how we'll connect zones 3 and 4 to zones 1 and 2. Well, if you guys look, the guideline is right there, exactly what I'm cutting to. flawlessly connects this together, all right? You can see I'm not gonna keep it to the scalp area. Once I get to his bang area, I'm gonna pull it out and have this meet up to what I cut. See, once you grab the hair will actually tell you. Go ahead, angle it out. All right, we're going right there with it, guys. He wants to take about that much off. I'm coming at an angle because he wants more of a texture look. All right, so most people are taught the point cut for comfortability purposes. I just laid my shear right on here. Kind of do the same kind of ordeal. Just gonna see how much exactly he wants to take off. Using my Sean Cuts Hair feather razor. You can find it at SeanCutsHair.com. Got that right there. All right, guys, about to use that Tune 45 indestructible clay. I like to put the product inside the hair while the hair is still moist. All right, that way it can get inside to the hair. All right, I can massage into the scalp. All right, using my Babyliss Nano Titanium. I'm gonna go ahead and start blow drying the hair. Since he does want like a messy look. All right, I'm not gonna use no comb. All right, after I blow dry it, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and have some of that Tune 45 pure pump powder. Use discount code NATE10, get 10% off all your orders, guys. And all I'm doing, I'm gonna lift his hair and give it, you know, a couple pumps inside of his hair. And it's gonna bring the texture and the volume out even more, guys. So as you guys can saw how flat and straight his hair started off at. All right, looking at it now, the volume and texture he has on it now, and the versatility now he has on it. Not done styling yet. Want to go ahead and finish up the rest of the haircut, get his beard tightened up, get his mustache tightened up. But for the most part, guys, you can see how everything connected. There's really no harsh lines. You know what I mean? I really feel, man, we're bringing a lot of swag to this DFS formula, man. So we got some heat coming for you guys, man. You guys stay tuned, man. We're only getting started.